Hello everyone. Hi Florencia, how are you?
Hi, Alex. Fine, and you?
I'm good. So let's wait for a little bit for people to join. Let us know where you're coming from, what your time. For me, it's 10:30 a.m. What time is it for you, Florencia?
4:30 p.m. I'm in the future.
Nice. Do you like Florencia or do you prefer something else?
Maybe Flor. It's shorter and sweeter, right?
Alrighty. Okay, so all right, before we get started, I just quickly wanted to let everyone know that you can use the code right there, MTLDRFLAT, oh, flat, 50, for 50% off your combo tickets at MontrealDreaming.com. So Montreal Dreaming is coming in Montreal, Canada in June 5 and 6. So join us there. If you get the combo tickets, which is like June 5 and 6, both days, then you get 50% off. So hope to see you all there. It's really cool. All right. Okay, so Flor, maybe do you want to talk a little bit about yourself? How did you get started on MuleSoft? What's your job at? Like COO? That's impressive. Like, yeah, tell us about yourself.
Okay. I started with MuleSoft around 2019 when MuleSoft was acquired by Salesforce. I worked for a Salesforce partner, and we decided to add that offering into our catalog after the acquisition. I used to work at Oracle in middleware as a technical consultant, so integrations is always in my heart. So I just put in front of the partners a business case, and I said, okay, this is something interesting. MuleSoft is the best product in the market, so we should start offering services implementing that. So I started exploring the platform, and then I found out this amazing community. And in 2020, I joined the community as a meetup leader, and I started like knowing each other and understanding that it's a place for everyone here, right? From the developers to executives. So it's really interesting. And in the meantime, I was just changing my role, and I started the MuleSoft practice in South Cloud Gaia, and then I moved to strategy, a different area, and then I came back to operations, this time leading it. So here I am. You will find me a bit like stuck in some code matters because it's not on my daily basis right now, but still having fun and knowing these new tools, which will change the way we work, right?
Definitely. Yeah. I was trying Cursor once and I didn't know React. I still don't know React. And I said, like, can I actually create a website with Cursor? And I did. Like, you can just like send the prompts of what you want in your website and you can like start creating it. And I don't even know like how to code React. So yeah, for Curie, like it's specific to MuleSoft, which is really cool because like I feel like Cursor is more general. So it's hit and miss with MuleSoft, but like Curie is specifically for MuleSoft. So that's really interesting to see. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how people like you actually use it, and how are you finding it? If you like it, you don't like it, like whatever you're seeing, it's really interesting to see the experiment.
Okay. Shall we start?
All right. Yeah, let's get started.
Okay. I will share my screen.
Yes.
And well, when I received this invitation to be part of this streaming, and said, why not? Let's give it a try. And I never heard about Curie before. So of course I started by the beginning, trying to explore what is the product, what are the agents and the use cases that they offer. So I was really impressed on all the things that you can do with this platform. We have a lot of a lot of examples here, a lot of resources. Also, I found out that while you are experiment with the tool, you will be receiving some emails from the company saying, okay, now that you are using it, why don't you try this one? You will have a webinar tomorrow where you can explore in depth this agent, and you can ask any question that you have to our engineers. So I feel that the team behind Curie is really focused in evolving the platform, right? And I didn't try it a lot. I started playing with it a couple of days ago, and day by day, I found out that they were adding some new functionalities. So that is, for me, it's impressive and it's really cool. So let's see how we can use it and what we can do with now. I will go, okay. I will go here. These are all the agents that we have, the available agents that we can use that are thought and programmed for MuleSoft. So I found out that they are really, really good use cases and they work really good. I did like a comparison between asking something to Curie and asking the same things to maybe ChatGPT, which is the most common AI tool that we heard. And the difference is amazing, amazing, amazing. And we can give an example here and we will show how both resolve some challenges and Curie is better. So I was playing a bit around DataWeave generator, and then I played a bit with the document generator, which still has some improvements to be done, but it's fine for the first version, and the mapping table generator. And I then did like a combined solution and said, okay, what if I asked this mapping table generator to generate the first version of the mapping table? We will see something in a bit. And then I asked ChatGPT to improve that. And having those tools working together, for me, the result is it's better in that case. So we will need still to combine some tools to have a decent, let's say, result, but it's still really good and offering us just to avoid manual tasks that I think nobody wants to document a lot and to go and write manually a mapping table. So it's really cool. Let's explore some DataWeave functions, right? Well,
Yeah,
each of the
DataWeave.
agents, yes, each of the agents have an example embedded. So if you want to start playing with this, the best way maybe to do it is like play the first time with the example. I've never tried with repository because I didn't have a repository in GitHub. My repositories were in Bitbucket, and I couldn't find an option to synchronize with Bitbucket yet. I synchronized that with some repositories on myself, but I didn't have MuleSoft code there, so I will just cut and paste for these demo purposes. So the first example that is here being generated by Curie is a simple one, which you can choose the input format. Here is an XML, and a simple output format, which will be JSON. And this transformation is really straightforward, just to parse the XML and transform it to JSON. You can also add another examples here, because what we will see it in a bit, but what I found out is like maybe with one example, the agent is really literal. So if you have, I don't know, line 1, line 2, line 3, it will understand that you can only have 3 lines. So if maybe you have another example where you have more or less lines, it will analyze and understand that the amount of lines is variable, or maybe you can just put it as a note and that will make sense for the agent. So this will be the example. We can submit the task. Sometimes when you ask something more complex, it takes a bit, and we will see it. sometimes it took like 5 minutes to generate the code, but still there wasn't a simple one. So we ask a simple transformation, and how can we try this? For me, the easiest way to try this out is using this amazing tool, which is the playground, right? So let's see. We will put the input here and try it out, the code that the agent did. And
I think your input has...
Yes, yeah, the output as well. And we have to choose the proper format, and everything is good. So far, so good. So I will take advantage of this amazing community, as I mentioned, and I found out a lot of DataWeave challenges on the web. You have amazing blogs, Alex, putting some DataWeave challenges, and some colleagues as well. So I took some of the challenges and said, okay, why don't we try some of these with Curie and see if they can solve it. So let's see. Let's do it. And the first challenge that I want to tackle is to see and to check if a number is a palindromic one. So what is this? Is the number, if you just reverse all the digits, it's remain the same. So let's see. And let's see. Let's say, okay, we will start with an XML. We want the output as JSON, and a way to say if that number is palindromic or not. So this is what I was mentioning. Now, for the example, I put 4 numbers. So if I don't tell anything to Curie, and I just put like in the notes the challenge, palindromic, and submit. Let's see how it is being tackled. And now it's taking longer, of course. What we are asking now is harder than what we asked before, so it makes sense.
I've also seen like it depends on, for example, the day or the time, because like sometimes the same task, it will take like 2 minutes, and then other days it will take like 6 minutes. So I think it also depends on like the load that they're having from other users.
Makes sense. Yes. I have been playing for just a couple of days, so I couldn't just find the pattern, but sometimes it took so long. So this is the solution that Curie AI is proposing. So let's try it out, and let's put it in our playground again. XML. Let's put it here, and I will copy it. And it works really good. It worked really good. What I couldn't find is a way to track the performance of this script, right? I couldn't say that this would be the best way to solve the challenge. What I have seen is sometimes when the code is written by a human, it's more polished and it's more simple. But I think for the first approach, it's really understandable. All the things are being documented. So for me, I was amazed when I started using it, because it is not failing. And if we go here to our beloved ChatGPT, and we ask like something similar, we will see that it's not working properly, and it's so hard for ChatGPT to amend the code. So let's ask him to write a DataWeave code to check. Account input and output. And the thing that I saw is that, well, ChatGPT is not always right, as you may know, but he still say that, no, okay, yes, this is the solution and it's already tested and it's working, and explain how it works and everything like that. But when you go and try it out, it seems that it's not working properly. So let's try it out live. Well, now he learned during last night, it didn't get to the proper function. I was like chatting a lot with him, trying out. I can show you like a lot, like saying, okay, no, this is well, it's a long chat related to the same use case, and I say, no, it doesn't work. It still doesn't work. Still missing the expression. So the good thing is that he learned how to solve this situation, but at the first, it's not good. It's not proper enough. So Curie, it's way ahead.
Maybe went to like copy whatever Curie was doing, like an exam.
Maybe, yes. Just try it out directly in Curie and reply with Curie. That would be better. So, well, Curie was okay with this solution. Now we can tackle another challenge, and maybe a complex one. And let's say, okay, I found this challenge in some of your blogs, and it's about reverse a phrase words by keeping the punctuation. So let's see. We will do it. Read coding. Start my own, and I say, okay. This time, well, this is important. We don't have all the formats in here. When I started trying it out last week, I was up to here, up to EDI. Then they added EDI fact, and today I saw that they added HL7. So still missing for me the text one, because a lot of examples, and I feel that the text input is widely used in DataWeave, and now it's a constraint that we cannot use it here as an example. But I have faith that they will be adding it soon. Well,
yes,
this time,
definitely.
yes, this time I will put like a sample input data here. And this is a simple message, like first name, last name, and a number. And what I am going to ask this is just to reverse the phrase, but keep the punctuation right. So I would expect that just the last, yes, the last word will be the first one, and the first one will be the last one, and the one in the middle will be still in the middle. So if I ask this like input, output, and just explain what I am trying to do, which is create this DataWeave where all the words are separated by a space, and each of the phrases are separated by a new line. We will see what is being done here. And what I want to show here is that sometimes it's really literal what Curie is doing. So if we just put the example there and only the example, and we don't put a second example or some comments on there, they may think that it's a pattern, and all the input will have like first name, last name, and a number, and we'll program something related to that. So hopefully it will end soon. Yes. Perfect. So let's give it a try. And okay, sample message. Let's see. Let's try it in the playground. Here we are using JSON now. I will copy this. And perfect. It worked. But now, if I want to change the input message, something like this, it also works now. Last time that I tested it, it gave me the result. Like maybe I can try to find it here. Let's see. Well, what I was saying, that it was supposed to be like a pattern where it shouldn't be a pattern there. So, but it gets better and better, right? It's this one, the one that I tested before. So I asked the same as we did now, and I put it some comments there, like should be a JSON output, because he didn't put it a JSON output. And I think it was here. Here. Do not assume the format is first name, last name, and value. Can be anything, because the first solution was rearranging the words, like assuming that there was a pattern, and when the pattern was not present, the code failed. So it's getting better and better and better over and over again, right? Oh, what else can we try?
Well, it's really cool though, because like if you, as you were saying, like if you go to ChatGPT, it doesn't always know, and like it maybe the code doesn't even work, so you have to like going back and forth. At least Curie gives you like a working solution, and then you might need just to like adjust with comments and everything, but at least it works.
And the time that it didn't work properly, yes, it works at the beginning with the sample that you give. It always worked, so that's really cool. And when you start playing with patterns and examples that you put, you just go and, as I showed before, a simple comment, and the second time that Curie is giving your code, that will be really accurate. So it is amazing. Let's play a bit more. Let's try another challenge, right? Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. We can just try this out. I will thank for my colleague who wrote this article. Thank you for Faisan, because there are really cool challenges here. So let's try this one. Giving the student array converts into a key value object where ID is the key, and inside each student's object replace subjects with a flattened structure where each subject becomes a separate field, like math scores, science scores, and etc. So let's ask Curie the same and see if it is able to solve it or not. Why not? Let's see. So we will start with this one. And then we will try with ChatGPT and we will see. Input, output. And explanation of what we are trying to achieve. It's so easy also to use it, right? That you can start playing and never stop.
Yeah, it's kind of addictive. You just want to like keep trying them all.
You want the agent to deliver a wrong answer in a way that why you're always right.
Yeah. You keep like making it fail, and it's still doing it right.
Yes. No, it's amazing. So here it is, the solution. Let's try it out in our playground and see the moment of truth. Input JSON. Output code here, and it works perfectly. So we can try to ask the same to ChatGPT and see if he will be able or not.
Yeah, let's say.
Right, some data with code to let's see. What I also feel that it's cool is that we use Google for a long time. So maybe we do it now automatically, but when we start using Google, and yes, I'm a bit old, we have to learn how to ask Google how to search for our things, right? It's not like you just know how to write or which words you may use to find what you are looking for. What I found here is that it's the same. While using ChatGPT, you have to understand how you have to prompt the tool properly in order to get what you want. And the same with Curie, right? When I was testing it, like giving the line numbers and that kind of stuff, I just understand how it works and which would be like the things that you may need to, to put in front of the tool before asking it for the solution. So you just start learning and adapting your prompts and your messages to the tool just to make it work properly. So it's really cool, the example as well. So this is ChatGPT solution, and we will see if it works or not. We will do the same, just paste the script here, and it doesn't work. It even doesn't compile. It's not that the output is wrong, it is not well formed, the code. So if you start like just saying, okay, let's see, and fix it, does not work. This is the error. You will go back and forth with no solution. So it's not a proper tool. I mean, ChatGPT is very good and well known, and it's really powerful, but in my opinion, not for DataWeave. It mixes languages and maybe it grabs some JavaScript functions that doesn't work in DataWeave. So we have to be really careful on how to use this tool for this purpose. Let's see if there is a solution, but still. So we can just go back and forth with a long history of going back and forth with ChatGPT, and still we don't get the proper solution for this. So Curie won.
Yay.
And another thing which I feel that ChatGPT is better in that case is the mapping table generator, right? So let's give it a try. First, let's try this agent with an example. And this is a really simple DataWeave script. The only input that we have here is the DataWeave script, and this agent will generate the mapping table. So let's give it a try. And what I found is like it's really literal, and it's reading the code and explaining line by line what is being done in the code, which is not bad. but it's not good for a mapping table. When I used to work as a technical consultant, mapping tables can be a mess and so big and so long that you need to be concise and really clear on what is needed and what needs to be done. So in this case, for me, it's not helping a lot. It's just explaining what the code is doing. Let's see.
I haven't even tried this agent before, so it's nice to see it.
Oh, great. Now it's taking a bit longer.
Yeah.
Just because it knows that we are live. So
yeah. Everything has to go wrong when you are live.
Yes. You have to suffer. If you don't suffer.
Yeah. Maybe Curie is nervous, like, oh my God, I'm live. What if I screw up?
What I am doing.
There you go.
Okay, yes. So this is a mapping table. The format is okay, decent and simple as a mapping table. But what I was saying is that it's not clear enough, and see, like for each item processes, the field is corresponding element total cost calculated following. It's fine, but for me, it wouldn't be like the best mapping table that I will see. It will be so hard to understand clearly and quick what we need to do, and just to estimate maybe the time that I will take to map this. So what I was doing is like asking ChatGPT to modify this table and see, let's see what we can do. Maybe let's grab another example, a better one. Why don't we use, which one? This one, maybe it will be amazing to see the one that we inverted the phrase and the words. So that could be a cool example to see how the mapping table is being done. Let's try it out.
Did you know you can rename the runs so you can know which one is which?
Yeah, that is a cool a cool feature. I should have used it.
I also didn't know. It took me a while to see that.
No, I am amazed by this tool, really. I will ask my teams to start playing around it and using it in real use cases. I feel that it's a strong one and will make our daily jobs better.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you said, like they're adding features every day, or I don't know how often they add it, but I have also been seeing like some improvements after a while. So it's really cool that you keep seeing like new updates very often.
Yes, that's amazing. And also the way that they treat you like a user, right? Like they welcome you with the first email, and after a couple of days and they are seeing that you are using the tool, say, okay, these are some tips, and you can have this webinar and you can ask our engineers. So I feel that the team is really compromised in evolving the tool.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we have this mapping table here and explaining really in depth, and this paragraph is even larger than the sentence that we put into the first agent to build the DataWeave code. So that's why I am saying, okay, it's a mapping table. Yes, I cannot say that it is not, but it wouldn't be the proper one if you want to be on a real project and document all your mappings with this one. So what I will ask now ChatGPT is to improve this and see how it works. Making sure that I'm clear. And so quickly. And for me, in this, ChatGPT is way better. Of course, we use Curie just to understand the DataWeave code and make the first version of the mapping table. But now we are seeing something more logical for being part of a mapping table, right? Like saying, okay, split the input into different lines, and the line separator is the new line character. And for each line, if it has 3 or more words, like the output should be the reverse one, as we saw. If we have fewer than 3 words, it will keep the same, and that will be it. So really clear and to the point, right? So for me, the combination of both tools would be, for now, the best option to move forward with the mapping tables.
So pretty much, instead of having like the huge paragraph of information, you just want the information concise and direct and to the point, like in bullet points or something like that.
Yes, but I found out that here I cannot add any comment. Right? When we were doing the DataWeave generator and I said, okay, this is not what I was expecting, I could write some comments to the same script and say, okay, now give me the second option. Now here we don't have that that possibility. So this is what it is, and take it or leave it. Just for now.
Yeah. So if the product team is watching, that's a thing for you.
That's something, yes, that would improve this. But no, still, I am amazed. I am really happy with the tool. I'm not like complaining. I'm just trying to say the opinion and what can be improved. And then this is something also really cool, because when you have to do some tests and you have to write some test cases and try your integrations from whatever tool you are trying, the input data, it's always a struggle, and doing it by hand, it's not so happy task to be done. So here the same, you can just upload a file, grab it from a repository, or just cut and paste. We will do a cut and paste option. Choosing the format here, the same as your DataWeave generator, the DataWeave and the notes, and it will make your input, just to try it out. So let's try it with this example, which is the one that Curie has by default. And he built everything, not only the payload, also the vars and the attributes and the output. So cool. For me, it is really, really cool. What I found out that this is supporting some of the text answers. I feel that I tested it today. Let's see. Generator, input data. No, it's not. Yes, it's supporting. I feel like an output as a text, but not the input. We can give it whatever DataWeave that we used before. Maybe this one. That was the one with the students challenge that was built by Curie as well. So let's give it a try and see. And here is the payload. We can just copy it and paste it here and see if everything works okay. So definitely it works really, really good and really fine with the code that we have provided. So this is how far I've been working and playing with this. Also, I just tried out some of this document generator with the examples that we have here. You have to have an API here submitted, and it will give you some documentation, some diagrams, and you can export it. We are going to see it in Word, so then you can do the amends.
I'm still seeing your DataWeave playground.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I knew I was going to do it.
Got it.
Let's do it again. Let's play with the document generator now, and I will try it with this example. I don't have a Mule project right now from my computer, so let's use the example that we have here and see, and we will see that we will get the output and we can export it. I'm sorry.
Well, you can have several tasks running at the same time, so that's cool.
Yeah. Yes. It only failed once, this one. Since that I was playing, it worked really good. Only one failure. And I just resend it and it worked properly. So sometimes, yes, it happens that it takes a while, but
I think the first one that you sent is already done.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, this is the document automatically generated, so it's a diagram and it's fine. It's fine for starting the documentation, right? Then you can just go into the document and do the amends that you may need to do, but you don't have to do it manually. So for me, this is a quick win. This is amazing that you don't have to write everything down. They will parse the code and just put everything in there, all the error codes for the scenarios. This is really, really useful. This error handling table, for me, it's a win as well. Well, the mapping, you know what I feel about the mapping, but still good. So I
even
feel
the
that
unit testing. Wow, that's really cool.
Everything. It's so good and so powerful because you just concentrate in real tasks, right? And not just doing data entry work, let's say. Of course, you can then export this and do the amends that you need. You can export that HTML, docx, or Markdown. So it's really flexible, right? And it's really cool.
That is impressive.
Yeah. And only took 1 minute, so no way that you will ever write documentation again.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Diagram is more or less the same. It's really powerful. The same example here, and we will get the diagram. I'm not sure how to export this diagram, if it's something that you can edit easily or not. Let's see. But it's really good. Just a bit more.
Yeah. All of the ones that you're showing, except the DataWeave one, I haven't seen. So it's really cool for me also to see them. Yeah, I
No, I
tried
want.
the MUnits, the DataWeave, the code lens. I think that's it. I don't remember. The MUnits is really cool. It generates all the MUnits for you.
This is the image that was generated. Here, yes, you have the chance to put some comments and provide feedback and regenerate that in the same, let's say, task or thread. And it's a PNG, so it's not bad. It's good, and I feel that I tried something else. Codenhazer. I feel that I tried this one with the example. Yes, this is something for me that was really cool as well. This is really simple example that comes with the tool out of the box, and just asking the agent to add some logs to print the value of the variables in such cases. It's something that it's useful for developers, right? We always need to add prints, whatever, just to try to debug and find the errors. So I like the way it is shown. It is displayed like two. We will see it when it ends, but we will have like two parts of the screen. In the left one, we will have the original code, and on the right, we will have the new code, the new blocks highlighted, so we can just do like a comparison between the old and the new code and make sure that what we are adding is what we want to add and we are not breaking anything. So I like the way it is shown and explained. It's really straightforward. It is taking a bit longer now. We are stressing the tool.
Did you know you can upload your coding best practices if you go to your like settings?
Oh, nice. Like uploading it in any format? You mean like if I have it in a document?
It needs a PDF right now. I'm sure they're gonna improve it later, but like if you go to your settings.
Oh, I will go in after this.
Yeah.
This is like really straightforward, and you have like these two versions of the code, the old and the new one, and you can just see really, really easy which additions were made by the tool, and you can just approve. And I feel that if you are, I don't know, I didn't try it, but if you are working with the repository, maybe you can also commit it directly from here. So that will be a huge
it
feature.
Creates a pull request for you.
Nice. It's so good.
Yeah.
Let's see the best practices. Well, I found out that here you can connect the repositories where I connected GitHub. You can connect GitLab, but I couldn't find a way to connect it to Bitbucket, so I could not try with some of the projects that we have. And then where can we
find? Workspace.
Okay.
And if you scroll down more, there, coding
here.
guidelines, you can upload a PDF.
Nice.
So every time it reads any task that you create, any task, it will go and read the guidelines.
That's so cool. And you can have it in different languages, or maybe it only supports English. We don't know.
I have no idea.
That's cool. I didn't try it out, but it's something to explore.
That's a good question, though. I'm going to ask them. Like if you can generate, because you normally have the guidelines in Spanish, I guess, right?
Yes. We try to write everything in English, right? But it's common for us also to have something in Spanish. So,
yeah, that's a nice question. I don't know. I'm gonna ask them.
No, that's cool. So powerful. I am amazed by this tool. I have to tell the truth.
Yes.
So I think so far so good. This is what I was playing around. I don't know if you want to see something else or.
I just want to answer Vincent's question. He's saying, I'm a little concerned about privacy when using Curie, especially for tasks requiring the whole project. Vincent, I have talked to the developers, to products, to the owner, and they can all assure me that they just use it for the task that you want. And then like they don't keep any of that. They don't use that to train the models. They don't like, they're not reusing your information. They just use information for your task, and it's all encrypted and like it's good, it's safe. So yeah, don't worry about that. I have talked to a lot of people about it. They have assured me every time that it's all secure and safe. Yeah. Cool. All right. Is there any more questions from the audience that you want to ask maybe Flo or me? We don't have anyone from Curie right now, but I can try to answer in my best knowledge. All right. Well, in the meantime, what do you think, Flor? Like, are you gonna ask your team to use it?
Of course, yes, of course. I found that this is a really strong tool, and we can make our work quicker, right? Of course, we will need to improve it, and maybe, as I was telling, I cannot assure that that is the best solution or the more optimal one, but it's a good way to start, definitely.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Yeah, Vincent is saying thanks for the answer. Cool. All right. Well, this was a nice live stream. I love that you compared like ChatGPT to Curie, because that's really, really cool. All right. Thank you for taking the time, Flo. Really appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me. I have a lot of fun, so thanks.
Yeah. And we can also do a live stream in Spanish if you want at some point. We're also doing that.
Yes.
So yeah. Cool.
Count on me. Thank you so much, Alex. It was a pleasure.
Alrighty. Oh, there's another question. Are they planning to provide a more classic LLM to ask quick questions about MuleSoft? I think there's an agent for that. Wait, because there is an agent to answer questions about your repo. Let me share my screen really quickly. Okay, because I was trying the coding insights, and this is like the single repo code lens. For example, this I can show you here. So I'm using a repo from GitHub, and then I'm just asking like, what is this repo about? And it's gonna go and just like tell me what it is about, how it works. I can also take a look at this flow and let me know if like there are any best practices or violations, security violations, and it also tells me all of that. So you can also use that. There's also a multi-repo code lens where you can ask questions about different repos at the same time, or you can ask like how are they related, or to give you like an architecture view or stuff like that. So I think like there are some agents for that. There's the document, the coding insights, the migration agents. Yeah, I would say those maybe would work, the code insights. But I don't know if you can just ask just like a single LLM. But yeah, like if you need like insights from a single repo or for multiple repos, you can just use any of these two, and that works for that. I don't know if that answers your question, Vincent. Cool. Or maybe you mean like just random questions about MuleSoft that don't have anything to do with your repo. Is that what you mean? Yeah, that would be a nice billable Mule flows. Haven't even seen that before.
That's new.
Oh, that's new?
Yeah.
Huh. Thanks. Cool. Well, they are adding things. That's really nice. All right. Well, yeah, that is all for this live stream then. So everyone watching, remember to follow us on twitch.tv/MuleSoft_community. You can see some of the previous recordings there and check. Oh, there's more. What types of questions would you like to ask, Vincent? Yeah, that was more what I thought. Okay. Yes, cool. All right, so remember to follow us, and we're also on LinkedIn if you want to watch us from LinkedIn, as all of these people are watching us from LinkedIn, so that's fine. And once again, remember to use your code for a 50% off. Take a screenshot so you can use it for your combo tickets at montrealdreaming.com, which is on June 5 and 6. I will be presenting there, and I will be doing a workshop, so hope to see you all there. Are you going, Flor? No.
Not this time.
That's all right. All right. That's all for this live stream then. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.